Hey yo, it's Mr. Travels again. And today's episode, we're going to be talking about what type of traveler am I? Okay, so this is easy for me to answer. Okay, I'm a very budget friendly type of guy. Now, most people would say, oh, you're budget friendly because you have such a large family. I mean, that might be part of it, but truly, I just don't feel like you need to spend $1 million on every single trip. So I like to cut corners on certain things. So for one, I would say for like airlines, okay, I fly on any airlines. It don't really matter to me. Essentially, it's just a way to get somewhere. It's just mode of transportation. So I don't need to fly, business or first class. I can fly coach. Sometimes I spend the extra couple of dollars to get that coach plus or what is it called? I think it's called Coach Plus. Some places they give you that extra 3 inches of leg room, which I need. I'm over 6 feet, so or sometimes, if I got multiple layovers, I might spend a couple extra dollars and bump up the business or first class just for that part of the trip. I don't need it for the whole trip. I just need it for that. When we enter into that, my destination. So I cut costs like that. When it comes to lodging, next year I'll be staying in a 5-star resort. So I really want to see how that feels. So hopefully it don't feel that great. I start having to do 5-star all the time. But typically I do 3 to 4 stars. Like I said, I don't even mind sharing a room. If I'm with my friends, hey, I can share a room. I'm okay. As long as we got 2 beds, we're good. Obviously, if I'm with my wife, 1 bed, and we're good to go. She travels like I do, as far as she believes in the whole, saving money, not spending a fortune. Because the one thing I always think about is, are you in the room the whole day? Absolutely not. Like I am like up at 6 in the morning, eating breakfast, out the door by 8, and we don't come back until late afternoon, evening. And in that by then, we're probably either going to pregame and do something, and then we're going to go out again, or we're just going to shut it down and go to bed. So I don't need, $600 night room. It would be nice, but it's not mandatory for us. I can eat anywhere, McDonald's, street corner, a local bodega. It don't matter. Hey, I can get my food there and I'm good. $5 out, hey, I'm good. I'm full. We can go on to the next mission. My wife is the same way, but her palate's a lot more advanced than mine. So she does like, all the seafood and vegetables and all this other craziness stuff. Yeah, so she'll eat all that stuff. So sometimes we have to find places that, that accommodate her. And, that I go on that journey with her. So, but what I say, for the most part, I'm a simple guy, man. I wasn't raised on, the fruits of the gods and, drinking the nectar of, I'm not into all that type of stuff. I do like to get fancy sometimes, but that's more or less when it's like, oh, it's Christmas or it's your birthday, it's anniversary. Okay, cool. But we're not about to sit there and spend a fortune on food when I could just go get me a old McDonald's number 3 or something like that and be fine. But I do promise that I will in 2021 try to be a little bit better because I'm trying to give you guys a little bit, something. I know some people are not able to travel as much as I am, and they might do like food. So I will try to eat different things or get somebody else to eat it, and I just ask them, hey, how was that? You know what I'm saying? So definitely be looking out for that. So the next thing is excursions. So when it comes to excursions, that's where I spend my money because I want the full experience. So for excursions, I have no issue spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Now, this is where my wife can be like, nah, we don't need to do that. And this is when I'd be like, yeah, we need to do that. So when it comes to the excursions, like I am all in because, like I said, what this year taught me is that you might not always get a chance to visit or even go back to that destination. So while you're there, you might as well enjoy it, breathe it in. Just oh my God, just this. Some places I've been, which I will explain later in different videos, that was so breathtaking, and you're just like, wow. I really, enjoy myself. And, some places I'd be like, man, I wish I would have did more. So I'm definitely not trying to be one of those guys that say, I wish I would have did more. So I try to budget, make sure I see as much as possible within the allotted time that I'm there. And like I say, I'm not a person that's diving off cliffs. Not to say I wouldn't do it, but I haven't done it yet. I haven't also, haven't seeked it out. So, if you guys see something like that next year from me, hey, I must really like you guys to jump off a cliff or, swim in somebody's ocean or something like that. So yeah, I definitely got some things going on as far as I want to snorkel, scuba dive, skydive. I'm all into that type of stuff. But other stuff like, hey man, get into this snake pit and see can you run through it? Nah. Or run on these burning coals. Hell no. So I'm not doing any of that type of stuff. But like I said, for the most part, I'm willing to spend this bread for these excursions. Okay. So that's what type of traveler I am. And I'm thankful that my wife actually she agrees to pretty much most stuff that I do. So we don't have to argue on the level of how much money we're going to spend through the airlines or lodging or food or excursion, stuff like that. So it's pretty good on that level. So I want to say thank you for listening, and please come back.